found this tape.
Yeah. Persistence and a whole lot of luck. I think it was meant to be like Ted and Dixie.
Yeah. Well, at least you won't be playing Nancy Drew anymore.
What does he mean by that?
Oh, I broke into David Hayward's office once or twice.
Yeah. I'm doing the ER. Just keep our fingers crossed.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I've done my good deed for the day. I should be getting back to the office.
Liza, if you got a few moments, maybe you could help me with something.
I'll try.
Can you tell me what makes Tad Martin tick?
Who is it?
It's Tad. Hey, sport, what are you still doing up?
I couldn't sleep.
It's just as well. Come on. You and I need to have a little man-to-man.
I borrowed this from JB. Could you give it back to him for me?
I'll tell you what, once you give it back to him, next time you two are together.
That could be years. Maybe even never.
Why? You grounded for running away?
Worse. Mom and I are going back to Pigeon Hollow.
When?
I don't know, but she's upstairs packing.
Oh, your mom's full of surprises lately.
Huh?
Nothing. Listen, here's the deal. If it's all right with you, I'd like to borrow your mom for a couple of days. Take her away, just the two of us. Is that cool with you?
What for?
To make her happy. Okay?
Sure, I mean, but you have to promise to take good care of her. She has to take her pills every single day. And, she doesn't want everyone to know, but she's quite sick.
I know, Sport. I promise I'll take excellent care of her. I'll make sure she doesn't miss a single dose of her medication. But you gotta do something for her, too. You gotta promise never to run away again, because all that does is make her worry, and that's not good for her either. So you promise?
Okay. So, will I stay here with my dad while she's gone?
That's another part of my surprise. How'd you like to stay at Brooks?
With Jamie?
Yep.
Cool. But what exactly are you gonna do with my mom? I mean, to make her happy.
I don't know yet, but I'll think of something. You're just gonna have to trust me on this one. Can you do that?
I trust you almost as much as I do my mom.
You're a good man, AJ. Your mom's done an incredible job.
Thanks.
Yeah. Oof.
How could you possibly refuse to help a woman who was in such obvious distress?
I heard Joe Martin's voice. I knew he was on his way.
That's not true. That's not the way it happened at all. Several minutes had gone by after that woman collapsed. And there you stood. You were just rooted to the ground. If Joe Martin hadn't come
But he
by, would
did.
you have done anything?
Isn't that the way the Martins always are? Racing to the rescue? Like Lassie or Rin Tin Tin.
I don't think you should criticize Joe Martin or make fun of him in any way. He's a wonderful doctor. Wonderful doctor. And he was also a very loyal friend to my mother.
Of course. Well, what better physician to minister to an upper crust luminary like Miss Bennett than the head of the hospital?
You're the head of cardiology. That woman was having a heart attack. Every second counted.
I wasn't aware, Miss Kane, of all your legendary accomplishments that you happen to hold a degree in medicine.
Oh, come on. A person doesn't need to be a doctor to tell if somebody's having a heart attack.
It could have been a simple case of heartburn, indigestion,
In her chest?
duodenitis, any number of things.
All right, even so. Why did you rush off when Joe arrived? Why didn't you stay to help him? Dr. Hayward, the woman was gasping for air. She was clearly in excruciating pain, and you acted totally indifferent.
I wouldn't have said indifferent.
And you call yourself a doctor? I can't believe I'd ever let you near Bianca.
I saved your daughter's life.
Oh, no one person saved my daughter's life. It took a slew of doctors, not to mention the loving support of her family.
You're entitled to your opinion.
And you haven't answered my first question, which is why I shouldn't report you to Dr. Martin so he knows exactly what kind of a doctor you are who works for him.
Go right ahead. I'll just deny it.
Didn't you take an oath to save lives when you became a doctor? You can't just stand by and decide who lives and who dies.
Sure you can. People do it every single day.
So you have no ethics. You have no principles. You're not God.
Let me ask you a question, Miss Kane. A simple question. Try to be honest. Isn't there one person from your past whom you wouldn't have lifted one finger to help save, even from death?
Rain, it's okay. I really love you defending me, but I can handle it.
I'm not going to stand here and let him browbeat you, Stuart. I won't.
It's okay. It's okay. When I never pay any attention to him when he gets all blustery like this. Yeah, come on, let's go. Stuart, is that your final word? Are you just gonna walk away from me when someone is ready to rip my son from my arms? Yeah, I guess because Dixie's probably the fairest person I ever met in my life, and she's a real good mom, and I bet you've done something mean to her or to Junior, or she wouldn't want to be leaving. I cannot believe that you're taking her side in this, after everything I have promised to do for you two. I mean, like giving you a wedding?
Oh, now that sounds like some kind of threat.
I am simply making a statement.
Stuart, he's trying to buy your cooperation here. Earlier he was commanding you, but now he's trying to manipulate you.
I am doing nothing of the sort.
You most certainly are.
Marion's right, Adam. And we don't want your wedding if there's any strings attached. Fine. What if you just elope to some tacky neon chapel in Las Vegas for all I care?
Hey, what's so funny? Is it so inconceivable that you might find me attractive?
No, it's just so typical of my Uncle Palmer. You know, to throw a good-looking guy in front of me and expect me to say, Tad who?
Well, I don't think he was expecting instant amnesia here, but with time
What,
it might...
just my feelings for Tad would just evaporate? It's not gonna happen. Tad's the love of my life. He'll be that way till the day I die. Which hopefully will be later rather than sooner.
Well, he's a very lucky guy.
He's one of a kind. I hope someday I can tell him about my illness, but right now my first priority is taking care of my son and getting him as far away from his father as possible before he can wreak any more havoc in his young life.
I've never known anybody more devoted to her child. Well, to hear my parents talk, you'd think having kids was right down there with crabgrass and paying taxes.
Some people are cut out for it, and some people aren't, including Adam. But if I'm right about you, you're gonna love having kids. You know, it's a great feeling. It's just nothing like it on Earth.
I'm not really cut out for fatherhood.
Well, you never know until it happens. Look, it's easy. There's 3 things to remember. Give him a lot of love, a lot of support, a lot of hugs. Tell him you love him every day.
In other words, be the complete opposite of my father.
Well, some people you gotta take as a reverse role model.
Yeah, I guess.
I wish I could find that tape. I don't want Ted to see it, you know?
Oh, he won't. Listen, I'm like a bloodhound with these things. It'll be my personal mission to find that tape so that you, my dear, can have peace of mind.
Thank you. You've been a really good friend to me.
Hey, guys. Can I join the party?
If you're looking for some sort of a manual, some chapter-by-chapter book that'll explain Tad, there isn't one.
If there were, I bet you could write it. I mean, you've known him for a long time, right?
Yeah, I have known him for a long time. More than anybody, except my mother, maybe. I have loved him and hated him. I've cheated on him and cheated with him. I think maybe the only thing I haven't done with him is square dancing.
Well, I wasn't gonna ask him to do the Virginia wheel. What's your insight to this guy?
Adrian, he's complex. He's nice, and he's not so nice. He's strong, and he's witty, and he's funny, and he's passionate, and he's fiercely protective of all the people that he loves. I mean, it's going to take you years to learn all the facets of your new half-brother. But I can tell you this. If you ever find yourself in hot water, in a fraction of a second, he's going to be there to help you get out of it.
Sounds like you do the same for him.
He's my best friend.
Is that what this tape was about?
Yeah. Some years ago, I did some damage to Tad and Dixie. And maybe this might make it right. It's important, you know.
Tad, what are you doing here?
I just came by to tell Brayden if he hurries, he can make the line dancing competition at the pit. Rumor has it winner gets a year's supply of beef jerky.
Yeah, well, I don't like beef jerky, but thanks for the tip.
Well, there's also a very handsome nickel-plated trophy involved. Don't let us keep you.
Brayden just came by to say goodbye. Junior and I are going back to Pigeon Hollow.
Yeah, I heard. What's the weather like down there?
The weather?
Yeah, the weather, you know. Is it cold at night? Single digits?
I can't believe we're actually going to stand around and have a conversation about the weather.
Well, you gotta make sure you take the right clothes.
I don't believe this.
Oh, yes, flannel. Excellent choice. Look at this. This is more my color, don't you think?
Don't give me that.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Pray tell, what can I do to help?
That's it, Doctor.
Feeling any better? Is the pain less intense?
Yes.
Good. That's good. BP seems to have stabilized. We may need to piggyback the nitroglycerin, bring in a second IV. Did you order the X-ray machine?
What about a cardiac cath?
Let's wait till we see her chest X-rays. It may not be necessary. You're going to be just fine. Try and be calm.
What happened?
She's had an MI.
Is she gonna make it?
Well, hard to say at this point. She could go into fibrillation at any time.
What's with the monkey suit?
Yeah. Well, there's a benefit, aren't they? Yeah. Valley Inn. Mrs. Bennett collapsed in the parking lot.
Was she alone?
No. Erica was with her. As a matter of fact, I heard Erica screaming for help as I was leaving the place.
Well, lucky for the woman, she had you there.
Well, actually, several of our colleagues were there, including our own nemesis.
Hayward was there?
The one and only.
Poor Slaw missed out on a chance to play hero. Guy lives for that kind of thing.
You strike me as a person of great passion, a woman that's capable of all-consuming love and hatred. Now, can you tell me that there's not one person that you hated enough that you would have sat by and let die? I'm right, aren't I?
Yes. There was a man. I met him when I was barely in my teens. He did something monstrous.
And what happened to him?
My own mother, who could have given lessons to saints, actually, turned her back on him in his moment of need, and he did die. And I would have done the same thing.
Well, there you have it. In cases of life and death, the answer isn't so clear-cut. I mean, you might think that you're looking at a person with the face of an angel, but in truth, you're looking at the devil, sporting a new disguise.
Are you saying that Vanessa Bennett is the devil?
It's getting late. I'm not going to talk about this woman anymore.
Your hands are shaking. What's wrong with you?
The only thing wrong with me is that my hands are freezing.
No, you've been acting strange all night. Well, especially since you spotted that Vanessa Bennett in the
You're
bed.
imagining things.
No, I'm not. The look you gave her was absolutely lethal. And then you refused to treat her out here when she collapsed. You, who pride yourself on being this super doctor. So what did that poor woman ever do to you? Don't try to deny that you even know her. There's obviously some connection.
Oh, I know her, all right. The Vanessa Bennetts of the world make me sick.
Sometimes Adam makes me so mad I could just spit nails. And I don't like to get mad. Makes my stomach hurt.
Oh, Stuart, it's perfectly natural.
Even with your own brother?
Well, our relatives can push our buttons better than anybody else in the world, you know? But I gotta tell you, you were magnificent just now, the way you told Animal.
Oh. Was I really?
Yes, you really were. You really are my Napoleon. Only you're much taller. I'm gonna have to make you a wreath of grape leaves.
Oh, it sounds itchy. Man, I know you're upset about the wedding. And then Adam going back on his promise and all, but I'm gonna make it up to you, I swear.
You know something, Stuart? I'm not upset at all. I'm really not.
You're not?
No. It doesn't matter when or where I marry you. Just so I marry you.
I wanted you to have the wedding of your dreams.
Oh, darling, I will. Because I'm going to marry the man of my dreams.
Oh, I love you so much.
I love you too, Stuart. I love you too. Listen, I've had an idea. What do you think? Why don't we try to maybe combine our wedding with our honeymoon? What do you think?
You mean take the guests along on the honeymoon with us?
No. I mean, why don't we just go to Paris and get married on top of the Eiffel Tower and then rent out Versailles for a week, and I can wear Josephine-type clothes, you know, empire dresses, and you can wear breeches and military jackets with brass buttons and carry a sword. I mean, wouldn't that be exciting?
Everything I do with you is exciting. My petit chou.
Oh, Stuart Chandler. You do speak French, don't you, darling? Come here, you Frenchman.
Yes, Tad, I really think you should go.
Absolutely. Time to go.
Yes, I have to go to bed, so you and Braden can just show yourselves out, all right?
Sure, Braden. After you.
Up, Tad, up! What are you doing?
I'm taking you away from all this.
No! Put me down!
Time to blow this popsicle.
No! Tad, put me down right now! Put me down!
Dixie!
Help!
Jamie is going to be so excited that you're staying with us. I just wonder what Tad's up to,
Actually, it's got something to do with my mom. He said he's got a plan.
Oh, really?
Brooke, what are you doing here at this hour?
Brooke, you look so pretty. What are you all dressed up for?
I was at a party. Hello, Marion.
Brooke?
I asked you a question. What are you doing here?
Tad didn't say anything to you?
I haven't even seen Ted.
I am not going anywhere without Junior!
Junior's gonna be fine. He's staying with Brooke and Jamie.
What do you think you're doing?
Would you do
He's going to be fine. He's going to be with Jamie and I, so don't worry.
What is
Don't worry.
the meaning of this lunacy?
Bye, Dixie.
Put me down!
You look great together.
Say goodnight, Dixie.
Leave the more, Tad.
Good night, Dixie. Good night, Dixie.
Yes, fine
What just happened?
So, what'd you think? Ooh, I still have the touch. Bye-bye. You know, I'm actually beginning to enjoy this. It's been nice getting to know you.